Now, inspection of the shoulder usually starts with palpation of the area as well. We usually start on the front side, go to the side, then go to the back side. I'm going to be using a GoPro here to try to get some good videos for you. So you usually do it without having the shirt on, but for video purposes we're not going to do that. Usually what I like to start with is you start on the front side here at the pec. So you can start at the clavicle as well. So the clavicle, you can find this bony area right here and just go inferior to it or below it and palpate all the way along and see if there's any tenderness. You can also find the AC joint right here and palpate on there and see if there's any tenderness as well. Next, you can have a razor arm just a little bit, and if you go underneath here, you can see that we're going to actually grab on the pec major and pec minor. So you can palpate this all the way down into the insertion points as well as the belly along here. Now, I usually also inspect the AC joint. If you take this clavicle all the way down, you'll fall into a point where you'll start to fall off the shoulder, and this is the AC joint. This is the insertion of a lot of the rotator cuff muscles, or the sits muscles as we call it, and they come from different angles. Now go ahead and turn around for me. Let's see, turn the other way, all the way sideways. There you go. So we'll inspect the other shoulder now. Obviously we usually do both sides. Now, when you get back here, you want to make sure to find the spine of the scapula as your main reference point, and you can follow it all the way out, and everything above this here there's trap, there's levator scapula, there's the infraspinatus here. You want to palpate along these bony prominences and make sure there's no tenderness. Now, again, there's the inferior border there's the spine of the scapula right there, and you can palpate all the way down into the infraspinatus down to here, the teres minor down to here, and you can find that bony area on the side right there. It's also important to palpate along the edge of the shoulder blade. If you start from the inner part right here, eventually you'll hit something bony. This is the medial border of the scapula, and I like to palpate usually all the way around it, all the way to the top, and even the inferior border.